Hi, everyone. So we are continuing our journey on the body. And this week we're talking about the body remembers. So if you remember last week, I talked about how in our society we tend to view our bodies and really the entire natural world as these mechanical objects, this thing where you can do the right thing and the right thing will happen. So you put in like the healthy food and the good thought and the exercise, and out pops this healthy body, right? We have this idea that it's this equation, and we just plug in the right things in the equation, and then out the other side comes whatever we wanted. And yet we know that this isn't true, right? We know that the body is not mechanical. The body is this living organism. The world is not mechanical. And we're really discovering this right now at this time as we look around at the damage that has been done to our planet and look at how to heal it. Now, the beautiful thing about it not being mechanical and this not being an equation is that when we go to heal, like when we go to heal the planet, for example, it's not the same. It's not plug in these things and have this pop out. There is an effect that is greater than the sum of the parts, and that's true of the body as well. So, what I know about the body is that it holds on to everything. It holds on to our past trauma. It holds on to unhealed hurts, unreleased feelings, grief, all of it. It also holds on to love and to joy and to all of the things. Our bodies truly remember our past in these very physical, very real ways. It remembers in the way that the body is forming itself and reforming itself every moment. It remembers in the way that our neural pathways are cut into our brains. It remembers. Now, an example that is commonly known in our society is knots in our back, right? We'll go get a massage or somebody will rub our back and they'll say, "Oh, you must be so stressed. You have so many knots in your back," right? Well, what is that? That is the body knowing and remembering the stress that you are currently experiencing. And really what we know about those knots is that they don't just go away on their own. We have to not only release the stress and let go of what is causing the knots in the first place, but we also get to take care of the body. We get to go to the masseuse or have somebody massage those knots out to return our body to center. And yet, for some reason, we think that it stops there. It stops with knots in the back. But no, we can see, and there have been studies shown that people who have trauma in their history, people who have ACEs, adverse childhood experiences, that there are illnesses and diseases in the body that are more likely to occur. And so the beautiful thing about this, about the fact that the body isn't mechanical, is that even if we've experienced those, even if we have traumatic experiences in our past, in our childhood, even if we haven't treated our body well, even if we have lived in a state of stress and anxiety our whole lives, that at any moment and at every moment, we can choose something different. We can choose to go into our body and to lev it up and to begin to heal and release those past traumatic experiences. And that this has an exponential rate of healing and health and wholeness, because it's not an equation. We can't just you don't just put in trauma and you get out trauma, and then you put in healing and you get out healing. But instead, these things kind of exponentially expand both directions, right? The trauma, it starts as an external trauma and it may end in an illness or in a dis-ease in our body. But just in that same way, when we notice the trauma, when we choose to bring it up and to stop stuffing it down into our body, to stop ignoring it, that exponentially the healing can be even greater than anything that we've imagined. And the healing can really begin to show us that our bodies are miraculous, that we're miraculous. So I have so many thoughts on this, and there's so much research that's been done. I hope you'll join us on Sunday as we continue to talk about the body remembers. I love you all.